Hello and welcome. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Leyna.
And this is
Pass Me the Booze, a paranormal podcast where we discuss the history and hauntings of local and not so local places while partaking in adult beverages.
In each episode, we share a different haunted place and pair it with a drink.
This week,
Krampus! See, look how good we are when we're actually in the same room.
I feel like I can pick up on your vibe.
I can pick up on your vibe, and it's just,
Perfect.
Also, reunited and it feels so good. I think that's now tradition that we just sing one another that song really fast after not having been together in the same room for a bit. God. So, last week, we said we had to do 5 shots tonight.
Oh yeah, we did say that, didn't we?
And we've done 3.
Yep, so we're ahead of the game. Hello.
We are.
Welcome.
And we're also halfway through our drinks for the night.
Yeah, like evenly split. We're halfway through our little...
our little flutes here. Pictures to be posted later.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you celebrate, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Chrysler.
Merry Chrysler. And if you don't, happy holidays. And if you're not Christian but still celebrate Santa coming and dropping off presents, cool.
Happy Yuletide.
There you go. I don't know the others.
Yes.
Yuletide carols being
You'll
sung
be
by a fire.
sorry if you don't listen to this episode. Just kidding.
Clearly they're listening already, Lauren. Alright.
Wait, so what's our
So, what is it? It's called the Krampus Cocktail?
Krampus Cocktail, friends.
And what is in our lovely Krampus Cocktail? Nar.
So, what you do is, so you have a few blackberries, right? Mash them up in your cocktail shaker.
So she means muddle.
Muddle. Yeah, sure. The fancy term is muddle. Muddle your fucking blackberries if you have a muddler. I bought a muddler just for this occasion. You're welcome.
Also, just shaking ice and blackberries in a shaker by themselves before adding the alcohol will also add the same effect of muddling.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we got a budget over here, dude. You bought a muddler and we're on a budget.
The more you know.
The more you know.
So blackberries, smash them up, and then pour at least max 2 shots of vanilla vodka.
She means men.
Excuse me.
Get swifty, guys.
You're cut off.
We have a shot to do right now.
You're correct. Right.
Okay, but what type of alcohol are they doing at least 2 shots of?
Right. So the blackberries and then at least 2 shots of vanilla vodka, your brand of choice, your choice of brand. I know words. And then shake it all up with some ice in your cocktail shaker. You want to double strain that shit so you don't get any berry guts in there unless you're into that sort of thing.
You do you.
You do you. And then so you want to top that off in your little flute glass, your little champagne glass. Top it off with some cranberry apple sparkling cider. And then leave a little space. I want you to leave a little space for some Everclear. And then I want you to light it on fire.
So, we live in Pennsylvania, Nar.
And what does that mean for us, Leyna?
Everclear's illegal.
Everclear is illegal. Anything above 100 proof is illegal in Pennsylvania.
And we could not find anything 100 proof.
The best I could do was 99 proof, and guess what? It didn't catch on fire.
We tried.
We tried.
Really hard.
I tried with every liquor in my cabinet that we've collected over the past couple months, and nothing worked, and I ended up with a really shitty cocktail.
And I've got to be honest. So I went to several liquor stores, but I went to a liquor store, and I was like, I want to set something on fire.
Yeah.
What do you recommend? And the kid behind the counter was like, isopropyl. And I'm like, friend, I'm not there. Lauren was like, we're not alcoholics like that yet, are we?
I'm not about to drink literal rubbing alcohol to to get this effect, but go off,
I mean,
friend.
yeah, hypothetically, it would have burned off the chemical question mark. I don't know. I think this kid was trying to kill me. I think it was...
Do I want to take that risk? Not really.
No, I really don't. I'm not at a point in my life where I was like, you know what would be really good tonight? Rubbing alcohol. Yeah. On top of cran apple sparkling juice and blackberries and vanilla vodka. That's just not... I know we are in the midst of a pandemic, but I don't think I want to drink rubbing alcohol yet.
We're not quite there yet.
Yet.
Just the icing on the cake.
You know, and I will say the operative word here is yet.
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 But, I mean, if you are in a location that allows Everclear or even Bacardi 151, go off. And I want to see your drinks lit on fire. Please send them to us somewhere.
Yeah.
We're all over social media. You know where to find us.
You know how to do this.
I'm just gonna fucking Photoshop some fire onto our drinks and call it a day.
We'll do a before and after where we take the picture that I took with my photoshopping and Nora's photoshopping.
That.
And we'll do like a before and after of someone who's talented and artistic and me.
Oh, bud.
It's been a long year. But one of the things we're gonna do in between the seasons.
Yes.
Because we haven't officially said this, but guys, this is our season 1 finale.
Hooray! We did one whole saison.
Saison we did. Actually, I think we did do it at Saison, actually. I think that was Eastern State. That was a state Saison.
Oh, yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a Saison. This is our season 1 finale. So we're going to just be really kind of fucking around and drunk and just talking a lot. And we'll tell you a little bit about Krampus and spooky stuff for the fact that it's Christmas Eve when this gets released. And then we start the new year. And we'll hopefully do some like bonus booze for you if we get people who love us enough to write us.
Yeah. Hope you're having a nice little drink with us on this Christmas Eve.
Yes.
Today.
Curl up by the fire.
Yeah. If you're spending time with your family, awesome. If you're not spending time with your family, you know what? You can hang out with us for an evening.
You're our family now.
Cheers to you, buds.
Yes. But in between seasons, I'm going to take the plunge and I'm going to get a TikTok and we're going to entertain you all with our
shenanigans.
That's a better word than I was coming up with, so
okay.
Thank you.
I hope you're prepared for me to send you just all of the nonsense that I find on TikTok that I just think you would appreciate.
I am so prepared.
Because that's just mostly what I use it for, and I know Josh is tired of me sending him random videos, so I have to, like, kind of branch that out.
It's fine, you can do it to me. I appreciate you.
Wonderful.
All right.
Oh yeah. Also, this drink is fucking delicious.
It's like candy.
It literally tastes like an apple and a grape Jolly Rancher mixed together.
Yeah.
I would definitely recommend.
Like 10 out of 10 would recommend. We've literally like slammed these drinks.
We did a good job on this one.
This is a good drink. Mm-hmm. And for those of you who might not have the ingredients for this drink, but might have like Baileys. Hot chocolate, Baileys. You're welcome. That's all I have to say. Had some
drink Baileys from an old shoe.
I'm old Greg.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh my god.
I had to giggle first. I'm sorry. I saw your thing on Instagram and I was like, oh my god, I haven't thought of old Greg in years.
I accidentally went viral on TikTok by impersonating old Greg.
Can I just tell you how on brand that is for...
Oh, I live in a goblin cave.
It's okay. We are goblins.
All
right, we are going to do our 4th shot of the night.
Yes.
And because this has been a constant drink throughout season 1, we are doing a shot of Annie Get Your Gun.
Annie get your gun.
Annie
is
get
what
your
we
gun.
have Called it.
And mine is much fuller than Lauren's because she's the one who poured.
Sorry. Cheers.
Cheers. As she drinks out of a 2-liter bottle of Dr. Pepper because you need a chaser. That thing is so sweet. How do you need a chaser of that after that? It's literally like candy. It's liquid candy.
You're right. I don't know. It's just a little sting afterwards.
It does have a little bit of a burn, but
For the reference, we call Annie Get You Gun. But the name of the liquor, if you want to join in on this, it's called Anisette. It's basically absinthe's younger cousin.
mm-hmm.
So
It's like a weird mix between absinthe and Zambuca.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the sweet candy flavor of Zambuca, but like the alcohol of absinthe.
Yep. Yep.
So if you want to join us in this, do a shot at Annie Get Your Gun.
Best of both worlds.
We got the best of both worlds. I don't actually know that song. I just know that part.
I could sing it for you, but
I
I'm
don't want
not
you
going
to.
to
Thank you.
torture everyone like that. So
I appreciate you not doing that.
you're welcome.
So shall we dive into some background of my new favorite Christmas person?
Yes, I'm so excited. Tell me about the goat man.
All right. So all of this is based on the European version of Saint Nicholas. I'm going to preface it with that. And now, and when I say, I'm sorry, I'm screaming. I get loud when I'm drunk and I'm sorry about it for your editing skills. All right. When I say European, I do mean Eastern European. So like Alpine region, like Germany, Austria, that area.
Definitely German.
Saint Nick.
Go off.
So apparently, according to the lore, Saint Nick has some scary counterparts, and I am going to rank them based off of my standards
Okay.
of nicest to meanest.
Yes.
All
Tell
right.
me. Tell me.
So our first one here, we have Bellsnickel.
Bellsnickel.
I shit you not. His name is Bellsnickel. And I think that this is the nicest of the bad guys.
All right.
He brings socks or shoes full of candy to the good children.
Okay. Yeah, I can't complain with a good pair of socks.
No, right?
Shoes.
Like I'm solidly at the age where if someone buys me socks, I'm like, oh my god, you love me.
Thank you.
Yeah. Or shoes. If you buy me shoes,
Fucking shoes. Are you kidding me?
It's an end game. We're
You
done.
knew my size.
You knew
and
my size and my
style?
style, and you knew that I wanted a shoe. There's a lot of feelings there.
Wow.
And then to the bad children, or the naughty children, he brought you coal. Or, if you were really naughty, a Switch.
A what?
So a Switch is...
Not a Nintendo Switch,
No,
friends.
it's not.
It's definitely not
It
a
is
Nintendo
a Switch is a branch from a tree and or bush in the backyard that your mama tells you to go get when you fucked up. Is what that is. And if you don't know what a Switch is at this point, your parents were softies.
There you go.
That's all I have to say on that. So he is the least bad of the bad dudes.
Okay.
Right? Bellsnickel sounds like he's a pretty chill Santa companion.
He sounds like standard Santa. Worst case scenario, you're gonna get coal or Switch, but not the fun kind.
I mean, depending on taste.
Depending on your taste. No kink shaming in this house.
None in this house. So our next big bad that is a companion of Santa, or Saint Nicholas, is, and I am apologizing in advance, because again, this is a theme throughout this season that I can't pronounce shit if it's not in English.
I'm gonna get you a dictionary for Christmas.
Give me a Rosetta Stone. Fuck the dictionary. I need a Rosetta Stone. His name is Knetch Ruprecht. K-N-E-C-H-T space R-U-P-R-E-C-H-T.
Okay.
Right? Fun German words here.
You got it.
He is a common companion of Santa, or Saint Nick, who first appeared in Christmas lore in the 17th century in Germany. And he is like an uber super Christian. And I ranked him number 2 because...
Because?
He started as a farmhand and then grew into like a friend and now accompanies Santa to visit children to ask if they can pray or not. And if they can pray, he gives them a piece of candy. If they can't, he beats them with a stick.
Oh, okay. Sounds like a really bad mall Santa.
Right?
Overstepping his boundaries.
Like, I say this knowing that, like, I'm very devout in my faith. And even I know this is bad. But, like, I was talking to my mom. About this, and she's like, well, you know, if you can't pray, it's a sign that you are possessed. I'm gonna let that sink in as I drink some water over here.
Lori, I love you, but I don't know any prayers. Sorry.
Well, and like, I say this knowing too that like Knetch Ruprecht, I'm sorry for butchering your name, dude. He was the like Orthodox Catholicism companion of Santa.
Okay.
And I love my mother. And my mother is like very, very, very knowledgeable of all things Bible, all things like religious. She's pretty much got her fucking doctorates in the Bible. Dr. Bible. This woman is so knowledgeable. And I love my mother, but like, I had to put him as number 2 because I was like, dude, if a kid doesn't know a prayer, that's not like a kid thing. That's like a mom and dad didn't raise that kid to be that way thing.
It's not their fault. It's not their fault.
Don't beat them with a stick. Also, what is beating them with a stick gonna do? Like, let's really think about this.
Please don't beat your children with sticks.
Yeah, especially if they can't pray. It's not the way to go. Okay, and last but not least, I have put Krampus in slot number 3 of the most big bad of the Santa compadres. He is the evil counterpart that is half man, half goat, has a long pointed tongue which lolls out of his mouth, which is lined with fangs.
Delicious.
Who comes to chase and scare naughty children to punish them, or, if they've misbehaved badly enough, drag them to hell.
Bet.
So, like, because of how the extreme, like, I like the pendulum, like, imagery of bad and good.
Yeah, okay.
And, like, the other two kind of, like, swing to, like, moderate to middle, like, Cole. Hitting them with a stick goes a little bit further past moderate.
Bit warning, you know?
Krampus goes like, I'm gonna pull you to hell! And I'm just like, okay, we went all the way to the other side of the pendulum over here.
We gave you the fucking warning. Get your shit together.
Yeah, so, specifically, Krampus lore hails from the Alpine region, and originated in pagan celebrations of winter solstice, which I believe winter solstice was yesterday, as we are recording this. So Tuesday.
Happy winter solstice, everyone.
The days are gonna get longer.
Whee! Finally. I'm tired of the dark. It just makes me sad a little bit, you know?
Same. I don't like winter.
Yeah.
The sad gets me.
It's hard sometimes, you know? We're right here with you, friends.
Drink about it. It's fine. Drink with us about it. How's that?
With us, not alone. Don't drink alone.
Unless you're me.
Leyna Marie.
Sorry. Anyways, so they started in pagan lore and pagan rituals. And they later became a part of Christian traditions where St. Nicholas visited children to reward them and his menacing partner Krampus would visit them to punish them.
Oh.
So, in some versions, how Krampus would punish children,
Tell me.
it varies so drastically from each one. In some versions, he just chases them and scares them into behaving,
Good.
which is like the low bar of Krampus.
That's probably as much as I could handle as a child. Go on.
Other lores have him beat them with branches. Other lores have Krampus throwing them into his sack to drag them back to his lair to just be his like slaves.
To do what?
It doesn't say.
Start the
They just-
fires,
they just
clean
go
the
on.
house,
Yeah.
do the chores.
Some believe that he takes them to hell to eat them,
Delicious.
and others still say he carries a whip of some sort. Almost all lore, it's a switch. It's a branch of some form of fucking tree or bush. It's a switch.
I'm sure whatever it is, it's like the hardest and worst
Oh.
thing you could be whipped with.
Yes. To beat those who have misbehaved, and chains, he carries chains,
Oh my god.
to bind those who have strayed from the straight and narrow.
You hear that, kids? I hope you're not listening because you shouldn't be. Because
Fucking behave is what the moral of this story is.
there you go.
Krampus is said to be a good friend of Santa. I don't know if I've said that yet, but like he is. My notes are all over the place. I had Di Serono before I came over.
Listen, every light has to have a partner of dark. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
So, Krampus is said to be a good friend of Santa and is celebrated in some areas of the following countries' territories: Germany, Austria, Croatia, Hungary, Northern Italy, and Slovenia. So I looked at a map, and it's pretty much wherever barbarians invaded during that time of, like, Rome being half of fucking Europe, and, like, the barbarians being a tribe type culture of, like, raiding and kind of trying to take people and shit like that.
Okay.
So anywhere the barbarians pretty much, like, really assaulted and, like, found footing
Yeah.
is where Krampus is.
God. Okay. Very aggressive.
Very aggressive. But I will say, so, like, he's supposed to be Santa's BFF, right?
Yes.
And you said, like, every light needs a dark.
Yes.
So some people believe that Santa is the good personality of the entity,
Okay.
and Krampus / Belsnickel /
Good job.
thank you, is the dark personality of the entity.
No, that makes perfect sense to me.
And even my because again, this all comes from my mother.
Mama Lori.
Mama. So there's a belief that even Santa is kind of evil
How?
because he plays into your greed and your pride and your selfishness in this
No,
season.
I could definitely see
Right?
that. I can't tell you how many times I've written just a fucking laundry list of things that I wanted or things that I thought I needed, you know?
Right? And it's Santa draws that out of you. And then the dark side, Krampus, whatever the name you want to use, punishes you for it.
It's a trick.
And like that was the pulling it out of you and the punishing you for it is the, like, in between it being a pagan thing and a Christian thing. That was the in between.
Yeah, it's the balance.
Right? So I thought that was really interesting, and I wanted to share that
I
because
love that.
Mama Lori shared some wisdom.
Thank you, Lori.
Yeah, right. So there are a couple of holidays around Krampus. So Krampus, traditionally in this stuff, in the olden days, in areas that believed in this, Krampus came on December 5th. Santa came on December 6th. Oh shit, that was my hand. So Krampus came on the 5th, Santa came on the 6th.
Yes.
You get punished first, you get the reward after.
Uh-huh.
So somewhere between the 5th and the 6th was Krampusnacht, which is German for Krampus night.
Yeah.
Which is a day to celebrate Krampus in Germany, where adults dress as Krampus and parade through the towns, the villages, the areas, celebrating this dude who punishes the bad. And, like, I can't stress how much I'm behind this at this point.
You know, honestly, I wish we had that more here. Because growing up, I never knew about Krampus, and I kind of wish I did.
Right? And, like, I was talking to my mom about this. I was like, you know, I get that we're not German, but, like, I'm kind of glad, too, though, because I would have been scared shitless of Krampus.
Terrified. But there would have been more incentive to be good for the threat of Krampus rather than, oh, you're gonna get a fucking rock in your stocking.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, well, first of all, as an archaeologist, please give me rocks. Specifically, fossilized ones. Here's a how-to guide to teach your kids about Krampus.
The real horrors of the world.
Uh-oh.
She's finished her Krampus cocktail, friends. Oh no, what do we do?
Okay, but the blackberry at the end was really good.
Just like the worm at the end of the tequila.
So the other holiday around Krampus is Krampus Lof. I think I pronounced that right. Mom, let me know if I did or not. Because Mom's gonna listen to this one!
Hi, Laurie.
Hi, Mom. Krampus Lof, which translates to Krampus Run. There's no set day for this, and apparently there can be multiple days of Krampuslof through December.
Okay.
But it is pretty much a day where grown men let off steam by dressing as Krampus and chasing children and scaring the shit out of them in their homes. I wanna just, because of how fucked that is, I want to repeat it. It is a day where grown men dress as Krampus, as a half-goat, half-man, pointed-tongue, fanged motherfucker, to chase children and scare them in their homes. And there's no set date for this. It can be whenever this motherfucker feels like dressing like Krampus, as long as it's in December. And then they run around town.
Yikes, but also, how do I sign up?
Well, no, we can't. We're not men.
You know what? Gender is a fucking construct at this point.
I'm snapping. Yes, go.
My pronouns are she, they. If I don't want to be a woman today, let me dress up as Krampus and run through the village and scare some children.
I support you.
Thank you. This has been my TED Talk.
I want you to dress as Krampus and run through Pottstown, please.
Could you imagine?
You'd get shot.
Don't
do it. Don't actually. On second thought, don't do it.
That's a bad idea.
You would get shot. It would be bad. Just don't do it.
Okay. Yeah.
So, for those of you listening who are going, well, fuck, Krampus is gonna come get me, I'm screwed. Fret not, my friends, because Krampus has one weakness, and it is an evergreen stake.
What is that?
So, according to some of the lores, Santa used a stake made of a branch of an evergreen tree dipped in the blood of the dark side of God.
Okay, but where do we get that?
You don't. Is really the thing. It's a Santa thing.
Okay.
But Santa used a stake made from evergreen branch, dipped in the dark side of God, and that killed Krampus.
Huh. Well, we have the first part of that down. A lot of us have evergreen branches.
Right?
As for the blood of God,
Yeah, where are you gonna find that? No, it's not just the blood of God. It's the blood of the dark side of God.
the blood of the dark side of God. Would that be red wine?
Maybe. Oh, that's
Could we make that a substitute?
That's an interesting theory, because like all then you need to do is go to a Catholic church where the Eucharist is kept in the box behind the altar, which always has the blood and body of Christ.
It definitely wouldn't hurt to try.
That's interesting. I like that.
Okay.
I didn't think. All right, so I didn't
Write this
think
down.
of that because, like, I was like, the dark side of God. What the fuck is that? Like the wrathful, vengeful God who like flooded the fucking earth and
Locust
promised us he
blood?
wouldn't do that with 2 rainbows. What is that? The locust blood. So we talked about the history and the lore, and a little bit about like how to kill him.
Huh.
Because otherwise, Krampus has no weakness. You either stab him with an evergreen branch soaked in the dark side of God's blood, or you're fucked.
He's just a guy. If you're not a nice person, you know what? He's coming for you.
Yeah, pretty much the moral of this story is don't be a douche.
Don't be a fucking douche.
That's it.
So
Easy.
with that,
Right? Easy.
so with that,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna change the mood a bit. Let's shift a bit. I want you to get nice and cozy.
Shifting gears.
Are you nuzzled up in
I'm-
a blanket?
No, but wait. I got this.
She has a kitty paw. May I take a photo of you?
You can.
Wonderful. I want you to get all nestled up and cozy, just like Leyna is in this picture that I will post later.
Oh God, it's probably horrible.
No, it is not. You're wonderful.
Thank you. I love you.
So tonight, my friends, I have for you some poems. Some poems. Are you familiar with the No Sleep Reddit?
I am familiar with the No Sleep podcast.
Okay.
I listen to that quite often.
Close enough.
Okay, cool.
So these stories, my friends, come from the user. I'm very sorry if I mess this up because there is a number involved and my brain doesn't work like that.
Oh no.
Rhaegar. I will spell it now.
Mm-hmm.
RHA 3 GAR.
I would say Rhaegar is a good way to pronounce that.
Okay.
Rathrigar.
Yes. Please correct me if I am wrong.
It's pronounced Rathrigar.
Okay. Rhaegar.
Rathrigar.
I like that.
There it is.
All right.
I found it for us.
So these stories come from Rhaegar on Reddit. So I'm gonna add some spooky music to these tales.
understand, but it's also Rhaegar,
Rhaegar. Yeah, Rhaegar.
the Targaryen. It's a Game of Thrones reference.
Oh my god! What is wrong with me? Wow. Okay. No, Rhaegar. Okay. All right. Here we go. 2 years ago, this villager posted this in a Reddit No Sleep.
Mm.
So, each year on December 5th, a person in my home. Stop if you start laughing. I'm gonna laugh. Are you ready now? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Each year on December 5th, Leyna is.
I'm sorry. Alright. Alright, each year on December 5th, what happens?
Each year on December 5th.
Yeah.
A person in my hometown is brutally murdered. The police are at a loss. If you have to laugh in the kitty paw. Laugh in the kitty paw. With each victim, a poetic story is left behind.
Okay. I can stop now.
Below are the stories from the last 3 years.
Okay.
Here's the first story.
Mm-hmm.
Frederick loved to smile, for he was always glad. Happy, warm, and gentle, never, ever sad. But Frederick had a secret, one he only knew. This man loved to strangle children. He turned them cold and blue. The townsfolk never found them, for he was very smart. Frederick took their corpses and pulled them apart. It couldn't be young Frederick, everyone would say. He is a man of God. We always see him pray. The cold...
Oh my fucking god, alright, continue, sorry.
That means nothing.
It literally means nothing.
The cold night came, and Frederick rested his head, but soon he heard a scratching underneath his bed.
Oh, I don't like that.
Frederick trembled as he looked, oil lamp in hand. On his bedroom floor, the demon had a plan. Away, you beast! The night is dark and long. You have no business here, for I have done no wrong. Krampus only laughed as he shook his rusty chain. He hung Frederick by his neck until he writhed in pain. The links constricted, digging into his skin. Frederick then cried out, paying for his sin. He begged and pleaded until his final breath. With a beautiful snap, Frederick bled to death.
Wait, what? That doesn't make physiological sense, but okay.
Unless the chains are really fucking rusty
And sharp,
big
and
fucking
not just...
just
Alright.
Krampus hung him out to dry, and all the townsfolk began to cry. But not the children, for now their souls were free, and under Frederick's body the phantoms danced with glee.
Oh my god, that's dark.
I have more.
Okay. Continue. Sorry.
Greta loved herself more than she could bear. She never had enough, and could never ever share. Want was never more, it was only need. Her envy grew and grew, and with it came her greed. Greta needed more, but money wasn't flush. So she stole from her family. It gave her quite a rush. It is not enough, to herself she would say. I must have it all, there is no other way. Her grandparents' home, Greta crept inside. They had many treasures, jewelry, and gemstones tied. But when she looked about, wealth she did not find. Only ancient Krampus, with something on his mind.
Of course.
Greta shrieked and trembled, staring at his claws. She knew there would be no mercy from this evil Santa Claus. You shall have the riches, Krampus said with a grin, and he gave them to her after peeling off her skin. Herman was a doctor,
Oh god.
for that's what he would say. And every single patient they would have to pay.
Of course. That's how Medicare works.
That's how health insurance in America, North America, works.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait a second, this is normal.
Fuck.
Continue.
He cut and pulled and burned. And after he was done, for more he always yearned. For this surgeon was a butcher who had a taste for swine. With their bleeding flesh he'd pair a fine red wine. The hunger took him, body, mind, and soul. Yet this evil, it never took its toll. Herman was alone, in his chair he sat. All his human meat had made him very fat.
That's a fat Hannibal Lecter, okay.
Basically.
Continue.
He drifted off to slumber and began to snore until an angry Krampus bursted through the door.
Yeah.
Herman could not move. He wet himself in fright. Krampus licked his lips and let out a squeal of delight.
Oh my god. Yeah. Go, Krampus, go.
Go off, girl. First he gouged his eyes and Herman could not see. Then Krampus filleted his tongue, it was tender as could be.
Ew.
Christmas is joyous, full of love and cheer, but you must remember the one that we all fear. So be kind to one another, show love, and heed this text, or Krampus will find you, and you will certainly be next. And then it says, The police are seeking any information that may help bring this killer to justice. As of this morning, 3 more bodies have been found in the neighboring villages. This was posted 2 years ago.
What were the poems with those other 3 bodies?
The what?
So it said 3 more bodies had been found in neighboring villages. What were the poems found with those bodies?
I don't think the police... The police.
The police!
I don't think the police released that information, but I will tell you, there is a new post as of this past year in December of 2020.
What did it say?
There are more poems.
Oh, where are the poems?
From the serial killer.
I would like to read the poems, please.
So, the title is called Krampus Has Returned.
What are the poems?
Each year on December 5th, people in my hometown are brutally murdered. The police are at a loss. Everyone in my town lives in fear, and some refuse to leave their homes.
Like, that's gonna help you.
At this point, listen, you're either... Well, you know what? If you're not a piece of shit, I think you'll be okay.
I mean, yeah, so far, if you don't murder, dismember, and or eat other people, I think you're safe.
That's a pretty easy job, in my opinion.
I mean, for some people, but for some others, it might be a real challenge.
If not, go the fuck off, but I can't guarantee that you won't be dismembered by the end of Christmas. So, you know what?
Exactly.
Maybe that's what you deserve.
It is what you deserve.
So, with each victim, a poetic story is left behind.
There we
Below are the rhyming stories discovered at each respective crime scene.
Oh, Lord. All right.
Johann had a secret, and he'd take it to the grave. This man loved his neighbor's daughter and wished to keep her as his slave.
That's not love.
That's not cool. You're gonna hate this next part, sorry. She was only but 12, not yet halfway to his age.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
All right. Yep. Continue.
But Johann did not falter as he built the child's cage. Then the night had come. It was time to claim his prize. Ew. He snuck into her bedroom, a glimmer in his eyes. But in the child's chamber, a young girl he did not take. For lurking in the shadows was Krampus, hissing like a snake.
See, and this is where I think that Krampus is a hero.
Fucking vigilante.
He's the Christmas hero we all want and need in our lives. Continue.
When Johann cried, the Christmas demon let out a laugh as he grabbed the evil man by his legs and pulled him right in half. And now the child sleeps in peace, snuggled in her bed, for Johann's body, torn to bits, have kept all the maggots fed. That's the end of Johann.
Yeah, but imagine that poor girl waking up.
She said, "What the fuck is this mess?" I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry.
Mom, I didn't do it, I promise.
There was a goat man in the corner, and my window was open. Some other guy crawled in.
This man is in half. There are bugs.
I'm 12.
I'm 12. Okay,
Alright.
continue.
Wilhelm was a grocer with all the town's supplies, but he was very greedy and made his prices rise. The poor could not afford it, and some began to starve, but Wilhelm only scoffed at them. With plenty of meat to carve, he made them beg for just the smallest bits of food. Their suffering made him laugh and brightened up his mood. Wilhelm sat alone, counting his money by the fire, when he heard the footsteps, quiet, loud, very dire. When Krampus stood before him and shook his rusty chain, Wilhelm begged and pleaded, praying for no pain. Krampus stripped him naked and hung him from a spire. The town then rejoiced, and they danced around his pyre. Fuck you, Wilhelm.
Yeah, fuck you, Wilhelm.
Pay me.
Yeah, motherfucker, feed me. Eat the rich.
Eat the rich.
Fine.
That's the moral of that
That is the
story.
moral of that story.
Alright, so the last poem that was found in this village.
Okay.
Ooh, here we go.
I'm ready.
Summer was cold-hearted, despite her lovely name. A witch in nurse's clothing treated the sick and lame. But for her patients, she had no love, and prayed they all stayed ill. For when they slipped away, she smiled and tallied another kill.
Oh. So she was killing the patients.
Summer, you bitch!
Yeah, motherfucker.
She wept with her families, pretending to be sad. Yet when she went home at night, she danced like she was mad. As Summer bathed and closed her eyes, she began to dream, and Krampus crept into her room through a cloud of steam. The nurse did thrash as Krampus drowned her slow, and now her corpse is turning blue as the demon tossed her in the snow. So these, along with the former stories, were discovered on what can only be described as parchment paper with inconclusive carbon dates. The police are seeking any information that may help bring the killer to justice. After speaking with a detective assigned to the case, we have no leads or suspects. The killings appear to be, quote, unexplainable both in nature and method of execution. It has led us to believe there is not only a supernatural element to the murders, but we have no doubt they will be continuing each year. So it's likely to say that we will get more poems this year.
Well, I'm looking forward to next year's poems.
I agree.
Because I gotta be honest, all of those motherfuckers sound like they deserve it.
They fucking deserve it. Call them out.
Like,
where can we
fuck
find the next
them.
poems, friends?
Yeah, fuck those people.
So,
God damn it. We've got child murderers. We've got people who kill their patients. We've got people who dismember other people. We've got people who want to sell other people into child slavery. Like, come on.
People on the people on the people doing bad fucking shit. So please, go check out, I'm going to spell out their name on Reddit. RHA, the number 3, GAR.
Rhaegar.
Yes, I'm going to post their profile link in our descriptions so you can go read their stories. Maybe they're going to post some new poems this year.
Yes! Do it. I want to hear them.
Oh my god, me too.
But
I'm very
also,
excited.
like, this just, it confirms to me that Krampus is not a scary, malevolent creature, but he is a benevolent one who saves the people who are really in need and punishes the assholes who otherwise would go unpunished and need to be punished.
Agree. As you say, play dumb games, get dumb prizes.
That is my saying this year.
Don't be a shit turd.
Don't be a shit turd is the other one. Well, we hope that these tales of Krampus and Bell's Nickel and... Are you okay? You're looking around the room like you've heard something and...
Did you fucking see that?
No. I'm not... I can't see what you see. I'm on the other side of the desk.
Sorry, there's just a fucking ghost in my attic. It's fine.
I mean, we've proved this because you had an orb in the one video.
That's what I just fucking saw!
I don't like that.
No, whatever is up here, it's fine. I'm pretty sure it's the old lady.
Okay, well, if it's the old lady, ma'am, I'll make you cookies later.
I hope you like our stories.
I hope you like our stories.
I just like to make things, okay?
Grandma.
Grandmama?
Grandmama.
No,
Love
she's
us.
cool.
This old lady's probably like, what the fuck are these kids doing?
She died before her, 60th anniversary, I think it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
happy anniversary.
Yeah. So, I hope you enjoy our company. Please continue.
I was just gonna say, I hope you guys enjoy our spooky tales right before or on Christmas. So, Merry Christmas.
Yes.
And we will see you in season 2.
Happy season 2.
Happy season 2.
Hope you have a Merry Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Spend many times with your family. A very safe holiday. If you don't spend time with your family, spend time with your friends. If not with your friends and you're spending it alone, please do something nice for yourself. You
Yes.
deserve it. I promise.
Spend time with some self-care.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend a bubble bath.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. And we will see you next year
We'll see
in
you next year.
2022.
Yep. And take a little break.
We're going to take a little break.
As you should too.
As you should too. But also, while we're on our break, please, please, please send us in some bonus booze so we can make some bonus booze episodes for you guys. And we will have a break special for you guys in the interim, and we'll see you then.
Yep. Love
Alright.
you.
Love you all. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And as always, Sláinte.
Sláinte. Stay spooky.
Stay spooky.